Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on in. Hey, Noe, welcome on in. How are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope... Nope, didn't want to do that. I hope that my filters on this are actually set up properly. I don't think they are. I think the release should be like 144 milliseconds. Okay, we'll do that, and that'll be a little bit different. But yeah, how are we all doing? How are we doing? Welcome on in. Happy Sunday, Happy New Year, everybody. We are back in the basement today, and we're going to continue working on the 3D printer. And I do need to print out something on my existing 3D printer. Let me do that real quick. And what I need to do is I need to look at, there we go. That should give you a decent view. What I need to do right now is I need to clean off the print bed, and I need to slice a model. So let's take a look at that. And what I'm going to be printing is I'm printing this. This is a webcam mount that I can just put on top of my very thin monitor back upstairs, because I want to give Crafty her arm, the little arm back, so she can go back to using bobbin cam on her custom stream, or on her crafting streams. So it's going to take about 2 hours and 48 minutes. I don't really need 20% infill on this. I can probably get away with 5. Let's go ahead and slice that. That's going to cut it down to 2 hours and 32 minutes. And I'm just looking at the thing right here. Yeah, this doesn't need to be super structurally sound. All right. So yeah, and it doesn't need any supports or anything. Let's go ahead and upload that. I'm gonna upload. Wait for it to upload and process. There's a nice little thumbnail of what it's going to look like. Alright. So, before we start that print job, I do need to clean my print bed. And we'll get back to our overhead look here. Alright, so a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and a paper towel, which I need to go get some microfiber cloths specifically for this, because I don't like the waste of paper towels. Alright, nozzle all looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and start that print job. And we should see this. There we go. It's going to start heating up. All right. So now let's get back to this. And I had a thought, because yesterday I straight up just put a drop of oil directly on the rails, and that only covers the top rails. And I was thinking, why don't I use Q-tips to lube the other sides of the rails? Is what I can do, and this will let me do the Z rails too, is I can just soak the end of a Q-tip in 3-in-1 oil, Maybe that's too much. Am I? Yes, I am unmuted, so that's good. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's take another Q-tip here, and we'll just trade off some. But I'm going to wipe up some of the excess on the top rail here, too. And this will just ensure a nice, clean, thin coat of oil on that. Get the underside. Forward. Get the underside there. All right. Hey, Silver, welcome on in. Happy New Year. How are you doing, bud? Good to see you. As you can see, we are back to building, because I really want to get this done. All right. Sorry, we're just doing some lubrication. I'm knocking shit over. How are you doing, Silver? Good to see you. Let's go up and down each of these rails. Doing good. I'm doing good too. I had a wonderful night with Crafty last night. Oh, I can't get up and down those rails because I can't move the damn... At least lube up the screw here a little bit more.
It's not cool to be beep, 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 beep. It's not cool to be.
All right, and we'll do this on the back side. All right, let's toss these out. And then, paper towel. Yes, I want to get this done, so I'm excited. Alright, so where were we? Where were we in our build-up? Make sure my printer's printing well. It seems like it's printing well. I don't hear any problems. Alright, so assembly. This is where we were. Squaring the gantry. Move the gantry all the way back until it hits both A and B on both sides, and then tighten the screws. Okay, so we are going to loosen up everything. Like we had it last night. I was getting ahead of myself. Come on. That one's loose. That one's loose. Okay. All the way back. And let's go ahead and tighten these down. We don't have to go super strong. Just until they're snug. Come on. Come on. See? Thank you. That loosens. Right. That one. And tighten up that one. Good. All right, perfect. Ugly Stoat, sorry if I missed it. Which 3D printer is this? This is the Voron 0.1. This is the Voron 0.1 that we were working on. I was wonderfully I won a giveaway and wonderfully gifted this. Hey, Shadow Wolf, welcome on in. Good timing. But yes, I received this as a giveaway from the Twitch user Loyal Moses and their channel, and we are putting it together. We're pretty much most of the way done. Let's see. So now, Panic's trying to use his 32k channel points. Welcome on in, by the way, Shadow Wolf. How are you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. All right, next up, we have these top pieces. Let me go ahead and center this a little bit more. No. In case I mess up. Man, if real life had save points, things would be a lot different. Boy, would they be different. All right, there we go. Happy New Year to you and Crafty, wishing you the best for 2023. That is the hope. All right, so I need to take M3 nuts and preload a bunch of them. I'd reload at 16, yeah, right? Fixed everything I did wrong. No kidding, right? All right, so I need 3 nuts on the outsides, 2 on the insides. And then these are going on top. All right, so that's 1, 2. We learned 3. Where's my... There we go. Go ahead and just push those to the middle. Flip that over. 1 and 2. Push those to the middle. And then this goes up here. Just like that. And then for the other extrusion, we're going to do the same thing. Drop in 3. 2, 3. Right. Okay. 1 and 2. And then this one goes up top here. Good. And then I need the M3 by 10s. Button head screws. Going back to 16, taking what I know now would be awesome. I have a CR30 I'm trying to motivate myself to assemble. Nice. The CR30, isn't that a pretty big one, Ugly Stoat? Safe scumming back to high school. It sounds like that's like pretty much everybody's plan is safe scum back to high school. Though, like, hey, thank you very much for that follow, fun sweetie sweetie BT. Sorry if I butchered your name, but welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing this wonderful, wonderful New Year's Day? All right, M3 by 10s. Here we go. And these go in either side. Like so. I'm going to leave that loose. so we can get each side in, and then tighten them. All right, come on. This way. Get in there. Don't you get to your home? There we go. Tighten that one down. Tighten this one down. Go. That all gets through. All right. Our nuts are still in place. I heard that, Happy Gilmore. Yes, you did. How are you doing today, Shadow Wolf? Good to see you. Hopefully you had a happy and safe New Year's. Sierra 30 is the print mill. Got it, cuz it has infinite print. That's right. It's got the treadmill bed. Yeah, it has. Got it, because infinite print bed, the print length in one direction, or I can set out to print my model kits, not have to worry about it, restart things each time. Yeah, because you can just run it off the print bed and pop it right off. And you're doing okay, but the tonsillitis is kicking my butt. Oh no! I heard you were under the weather, but I didn't know it was tonsillitis. That sucks. I hope you get better soon, Shadow Wolf. Okay. That's still moving well. Our rollers are in good position. Need to lube that up eventually. All right. So that's that part. Now we get to play around with the belts. Okay, so the Voron belt path. The Voron printers use it kind of evolved and got worse. I'll be fine, just can't work or do my usual stuff. Oof, yeah. The Voron printers use a belt path, based on the popular Core XY pattern. The individual belt paths are stacked on top of each other, and the crossing, often found in Core XY designs, is omitted. Compared to many other implementations, the motors are moved to a less intrusive position. Learn about the principles behind Core XY, visit yada yada yada. Equal belt tension is important to the proper function of Core XY motion system. We recommend to run one belt to get the required length, remove the belt from the printer, and cut the second belt to the exact same length, as both belt paths have the same length, and this is an easy way of getting consistent tension. Okay. I get to put together the X carriage now, finally. Alright, so we are looking for some parts here. I need... This looks like the part that I need. Yes, and more heat set inserts. So, hold on a second while I adjust some things. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn on the soldering iron. This is the part we need. And we're going to put some heat set inserts into it. I love that they included the heat set inserts. They also included a tip for my soldering iron to allow me to put them in. Okay, let's give you a little bit of a close-up here. That's like our documentation. Go ahead and reseat this as best we can. And how deep does that go? Heat set inserts. Oh, I need 3. Because I need 1 on the backside. Okay. Have tweezers. I should use them. And actually, hold on. Do things slightly differently here. We can move this off to the side. I can put the heat set inserts and everything on here. There you go. Give you a nice good view. So that one's going to go there. That one's going to go there. And it looks like they need to be sunk down pretty far. Even with this bottom section right here. So in we go. Wait for it to heat up. That looks good. Be a little high still. All right. Clean off the tip. Get our other heat set insert in place here. I don't know if you can hear it, but my dryer is taking off. Perfect. Then it says 1 on the backside. I melted the parts a little bit because I accidentally hit him with a part of the soldering iron that I shouldn't have. But I kind of needed to. I hope I didn't damage that too much. Yeah. Music is covering the noise of your tumble flyer dryer. All right. Yeah, thank you very much for that follow, Lord Gemoth 5TQ. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Come on. I think this one's situated is kind of a pain. Maybe stick it on there first and then is the right spot. Yep, that is. All right, that's in place. Clean off the soldering tip because I don't need melting plastic on it. Then take razor blade. We're just going to trim this up a little bit. There we go. Nice and flush. Okay, so that's done. Now I need M3x8. And 2 special nuts, which are in here somewhere. That's extruder parts. Set screws. I'll need the belts here in a minute. Are you in here? Yes, you are. Excellent. Alright, and what I need are these M3 Maker Beam XL nuts. I am willing to bet these are going to be used to clamp down the belts. And these go in from the back side, it says. Okay, there's one. Get the other one in here. Of course, I dropped the nut. Oh, probably gonna need to seat those first. Leave the nuts loose. The belt is threaded into this part in the next step. What I'm probably gonna need to do, actually, is pull these out a little bit. And thread this in completely. Get it to turn freely in the hole. There we go. And now what I can do is I can put these in place, turn these bolts, there we go. Perfect. There's one. Let's get the other one. Alright, and we need to leave those a little bit loose because the belts are going to get threaded through there. Alright, next step. A belt, B belt. Okay, so let's start with the A belt. I think this is literally just one size. This is one piece of belt. Okay. So, we need... What side is out? It doesn't say. Actually, it does say. Because the belt, the teeth on the belt have to match up with the pulleys. With the, let's go ahead and get back to our higher view. Alright. Because the belts have to match up with... Come on. Work with me here, camera. They have to match up with the teeth in this pulley. Okay, so we're going to do the A belt first. And the A belt starts on the bottom. Hey, Masonic, welcome on in. Alright, so if A belt has to match up here... Come on. How do we get through here? Thank you very much for that follow, Ugly Stoat. Welcome on into the Water Den. How are you doing? Come on. Down at the bottom. Problem with trying to thread a flexible belt is that I get to a certain point and I lose... Yeah, thank you very much for being Ari, welcome on in, and holy cow. Wait a minute. Ugly Stoat, thank you very much for gifting 5 subs to the community. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. And yes, congratulations to Popheads Gaming, Zero Sniper, Polearms Guy, Dragix, and Ariaxis. Enjoy those tier 1 subs. Thank you, Ugly Stoat. I appreciate that. You are very kind. Alright, I'm trying to maybe use the... No, this doesn't seem to be wanting to work. Let's see here. Because I need to get this. I don't know if this sits like this. I think it does. So the way the belts have to move. It's got to be like that. Yeah, my main concern right now is getting this belt threaded through here, and it is not making it easy. The problem with dealing with flexible materials, right? I wonder, can I do... No? And I don't think I can get in there with my tweezers either. Alright. Don't mean to be bumping the microphone or the camera. Ugh. Maybe do it up at the top and slide it down. Well, this kind of works. There we go. Of course, it needs to go, no, go down. There we go. A belt goes this way. And I can't, I guess I could thread it through from the other end. Hold on a second. I need to... do this. Hold on to that belt so I can work with the other end. Okay. And this should go through here. Come on, go around. Maybe if we do this. There we go. Yeah. And what I'm going to do, I don't really have a way to mark this, do I? that one right there. That's where I'm going to cut it. So that should be enough. Gary's 1971. Uh-huh. No, thank you. Sorry, be gone, bot. Alright, I'm not gonna cut this. I don't have scissors. I have numerous cutting implements, though. Hopefully that is sufficient length. Alright. That's that one. Now we get to undo this, measure it, and then cut the other belt. Japanese Bush Baby, welcome on in. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. All right. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Make sure that these stay synced up at the end there. All right, come on. Just need a little bit of tension so I can work with the belt. All right. And I have enough for another belt if I screw it up. Maybe even two. I doubt two, though. All right. My bot is very, very fond of making people vibrate out of existence today. All right. So we got our two belts. Which way does this go? This does get mounted like so. Okay. All right, so a belt should be on the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and just do what we did before. Thread that through like so. Work it down. Okay. A belt is the bottom belt, that's right. Okay. Come on, seat properly, dang it. You go through there. I probably included way too much slack in this. they do overlap just a little bit. That's fine, we can trim that up later. So you get threaded through. Alright, I gotta undo this a little bit. Oh, come on. You know how the belts stretch over time in use, so yeah, you will need to replace them eventually. Yep. Yeah, I'm no stranger to 3D printing, in general. This is the first Voron kit that I've built, but you can see in the lower left-hand corner, I've got a, that's an Elegoo Neptune 2, which is basically an Ender 3 clone. Basically an Ender 3 clone that I've had for a couple of years now. And then prior to that, I've had a Monoprice Maker Select V2 and a Monoprice Mini. Okay. Nice selection of printers. Any that you want that you haven't gotten yet? I would love to get a resin printer. I would love to get a resin printer so I can print out some minis. I need to trim that a little bit. I see melted plastic in these holes and I need to get that out. Pardon me while I almost take off a fingertip. But yeah, I'd love to get like a small resin printer for like printing out miniatures and such. Okay. Yeah, currently the Monoprice Maker Select and the Monoprice Mini are currently not running. If I have a space to vent it, then it's a great investment. Yeah, I do have a space to vent it. I can set up a direct out. You can't really see it, but I have a room over there. It's currently a storage room, but it used to be the previous owners had set it up as a dark room, so there was a vent. There's a vent hole, like a dryer vent hole that they put in. All right, so let's see about getting this. Need to get something. Push that through that hole, like so. Come on, get in there. Perfect. All right, this other part. Oh, here's the challenge. Just so I don't pull that out, I'm going to tighten that down. So I can get this other one in. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I think that I cut this too short, too short to work with. I mean, there's still a lot of play in these belts. Getting them tight and into position is going to be a challenge. I wonder if it would be easier. Just take this whole dang thing off. Feed the belt through. Yeah, I was definitely did not think ahead and leave myself plenty of belt to play around with. Come on, get in there. Eh. Let's see, how much do I have left? I'm gonna give myself what amounts to an extra inch. Where'd my cutters go? Because that blade was not sharp enough. Oh, I do have enough for a whole second set of belts. Just barely. Just barely. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these two that I just cut that are longer, and the original belts that I cut, I'm just going to take off. Alright, let's take this all the way off.
Judgments and apocalypses do little to inspire. Neighborhood flower shop flip my heart around. Little song and dancers peer through a window in the alley. What moves you?
The other thing I need to do is I need to break the threads that I've cut into this part so that these two bolts can turn freely. Let's see if this will do it. Okay. Yeah, these are the two longer belts that I made. That is one of the two short belts. Alright, and let's go ahead and redo this. Alright, that belt goes over there. Alright, that one. Like so. Alright, extra stuff there. This. Whoops, no, I totally screwed that up because I forgot to thread it through here. That one goes through there. Pull this around. Goes across the back, and gets threaded through here. Yeah, I can tighten these and trim them off later as needed. Come on, go through. Just enough where I can shove these through both together, maybe? Tight squeeze. And of course I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. There we are. Okay. That belt is set up. Now we're going to do the B belt. Which will do the same way that we did the A belt. Thread this. Goes up and around. Come on. Thank you. And this one goes across the back. Here. Alright. Pinch that together. Oof. It's not a lot. Give me some extra play there. Hold on a second. I got some binder clips around here somewhere. Question is, where did I put them? There they are. I'm going to use a binder clip to hold the belt together so I can feed it through. And then I can work on tightening everything up. And not perfect. Yeah, I can do that belt, other belt first. The top belt first, because it's harder to get access to the top. Hey, Batman, welcome on in. Good to see you. How you doing? Don't mind me. I'm just struggling with this. Trying to get the belts fed through this mounting point. Come on. There we go. Carefully. Okay, good. There's that part. We have a little bit more to play with on the bottom here. But yes, how are you doing, Batman? How are you doing this New Year's Day? Okay. Perfect. Now, I just need to clamp them down. Here. There's that one. And let's get the second one in place. Well, you're threaded through enough that you're not gonna fall out, which is good. Should afford me a little bit of wiggle room to snug everything up and then trim the belts. Or maybe not. Ugh, boy, that's tough. There we go. How was the film? Oh, we watched Shin Godzilla last night. I know, New Year's. We watched Shin Godzilla and then we watched Everything Everywhere All at Once and then Shin Godzilla. And both films were absolutely fantastic. That needs to get loosened a little bit more. Maybe a half turn. Try another half turn. All right. Alright, and that part is done. She's in tribute to late Queen using drones. Oh boy. I will definitely have to look that up. Alright, so our belts are in place and trimmed. Run the belts first. Install and tighten the belts prior to fixing the X carriage to the rail cart. Yes. Using M2x6s. They made the crown Elizabeth II, our crest. Nice. Alright, and we're gonna grab our 1.5mm hex wrench, or Allen key. Alright, those seem tight enough to me. Let's go ahead and tighten down these belt clamps. There we go. Now, we get to put this onto the carriage for the linear rail. Nope, you didn't bite. All right, that one is in place but not tight. Yeah, I'm just standing up so I have a better view here. Yeah, unfortunately nobody lives forever, Batman. Sadly. Alright, that one's down. That one's down. That one's down. Okay. All right, so we have our part of our X carriage in place. All right. Oh, you got out of JavaScript hell. I remember hell. It was literally last year. I've escaped. That's good. That's good, Silver Eagle. That's good, Silver. I'm glad. Okay, equal belt tension is important to the proper function of a core XY motion system. Even slight differences in belt tension will result in skewed motion. Due to the small size of the V0 belt path, the required tension may feel higher compared to larger prints, but this is mainly due to the short belt runs and belt stiffness. Alright, so now we start adjusting this stuff. Alright. That's good. Let's see. Did I sort the issue with the nut? Yes, I did, Batman. Right. Am I wrong in thinking this whole process seems a little fiddly? Yeah, no, you're not, Silver. No, you're not. What is Fox Mama 2? Crafty is upstairs, I believe. She's doing some cleaning. I thought I heard the vacuum going earlier. He takes good care of me. Takes good care of me. Okay, so belt tension is good. We can adjust that further. Print bed. Alright, component prep. It's essential to match tension, but how do you measure tension in a belt? Unscientifically, Silver, I can hear a little bit of a tone, almost like a bass string. It is a vibe check. I can hear a little bit of a tone. When I tweak the belts, and I can hear almost an identical tone, pretty much, yeah, just match the pitch. Okay, so now we get to play with the bed, and okay, so don't need that anymore. That just got dumped on the floor. Alright, so component prep, more heat set inserts. And we need these bed adjustment screws. I can tell you already, one of the first things I'm going to do as an upgrade to this system is I'm going to get what's called a BL Touch. BL Touch is a automatic bed leveling system. It's a bed sensor that goes down and pokes the bed and gives you a very accurate reading of what the base. It gives you a very accurate reading of where the bed is. It's based on a Hall effect sensor, so if you know how far away the sensor is from your bed when it triggers, then you can not only calculate where 0 is, but you can then probe multiple points on the bed and generate a mesh of the characteristics of your bed, so you can keep the head at 0 as it moves across to print that first layer. Okay, Set inserts. Alright, we need 3 more. These are going to go in here. It's 90 minutes solving cable salad. Looks pretty, but you found extra cables? Nice. Well, I bet you're glad it's done, Crafty. We'll get to the hot end eventually. Sink that in there just a little bit. Just go a little bit further. There we go. Gonna have to trim some melted plastic out of the holes on the other side. That's okay. Yeah, but extra cables frighten me. Orphan cables will be thrown in the box. All right, that's done. We'll take our razor blade here and very carefully, now, I don't trust myself with that. The joys of the network. Yep, exactly, Batman. Exactly. Making sure that these pathways are clear, whatever I am going to be putting through here. It's close. Sorry if I'm freaking anybody out with my handling of an X-Acto knife. Alright. Component prep done. Up next. Orientation of the build plate. Alright, cool. We get to get the build plate out now. Where did I put it? Springs. Build plate. That box will go somewhere. But look at the build plate on this thing. This is insane. One has comes with two flexible spring steel sheets coated in what looks like PEI, and then a textured PEI. Ooh, that one's double-sided. I like it. This one's bare steel, and that, and then the sticker. This is the magnet that goes onto it. It is tiny. It is 120 millimeters, but look how thick that is. That is insanely thick for a build plate. Like the build plate on my existing my existing Neptune 2 is like half, maybe a quarter of this. Why is it so thick? Heat distribution. More thermal mass means when it heats up, it will hold on to that more. Now, 5 with a single hole in the front is the front. Yeah, thick indeed. Clean the plate with isopropyl alcohol prior to applying the magnet. Use the edge of a plastic object or small roller to firmly press the magnet plate to get a good bond. If you have never done this before, we recommend you watch the link guide. I did this when I did that on my existing 3D printer. All right. And lovely wires. Bed heater. Oh, they're labeled too. Excellent. Okay. This magnet sheet does not have holes in it. What am I playing tomorrow? I'm probably going to be playing more Darktide with Jack of Spades and Cognitive Hazard. Okay. So this needs M 3x40s. Here we go. And lock nuts on the bottom. M3 lock nuts. I have those somewhere. Lock nuts. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put this together. Nope, I needed that third one. And then I put the magnet sheet on, and then I no longer have access to those screws. All right. First things first, I'm pretty sure I meant to peel this off because this looks like protective coating that was put on to protect the aluminum during milling. Look at that nice shiny aluminum surface. Okay, so first things first. Screws and lock nuts. All right, these are M3s, so here's my... I put my needle nose pliers away. I don't know if they're going to bring Darktide to the PS5. Or I don't know if they've already have done that. I'm very afraid that I'm going to knock those down. Oh, lock nuts. Great, but you're kind of a pain to install. All right. I'm also trying to be very careful because I don't want to damage the heater underneath. All right, that one's nice and tight. Come on. All right. There we go. Wires. Eh. All right, that one's tight. Next one. Yeah, the general idea is once I get these tightened, I won't really need to ever get access to them again. Let's get this here. Come on. Grip it. There we go. All right. That's done. Now, I need to clean this and apply the magnet sheet. A little bit of isopropyl alcohol. All right. Super clean. Now, we take our magnet, very carefully line this up. And it looks like it's centered. Not really, but it's centered enough. Oh, it's actually there. There we go. Nice and centered. And which OS is easiest to run on my computer and will work without many problems? Probably Windows. Honestly, Windows. Like, Linux is good, but Linux requires a lot of fiddling, usually. Alright. Which version? Windows 10. I would say Windows 10, but other people might have other ideas. Alright, that's on. Yep, magnet sheet. Alright, I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Okay. A note on heat bed wires and cable chains. Heat bed that we specifically in our sourcing guide has individual wires. This allows for easy installation into these parts and the cable chain. If you source a different model, the next steps might not be so easy. Alright, so now we take our bed springs. Slot those into place. There and there. Then take these. Come on. Go through. Come on. What am I printing on the other printer? I am printing a mount for my webcam so it will sit on my monitor better, because I have a very thin monitor. Okay. If I do this. Come on. It's all right. Those are free. Boy, you are just stuck. I gotta figure out how to get this in here or out. Oh, without damaging it. That's not working. All right. one. Cables, you need to get out of my way. Lena, welcome on in. Happy New Year. How are you doing today? Good to see you. It's not good. Thought I tightened you. Let's make sure these are all nice and tight, which they are. There we go. Come on. Those holes are not... Those holes are a little small. Let's see if I can ream them out a little bit. 7/64 looks pretty close. And yes, Batman, I will take a drink. There you go. Thank you. Let's try 1/8. Because I'm trying to make these holes. Who has been gifting werewolf subs? Actually, hey, Popaz. Hey, Wolf, and welcome on in. You received a gift sub earlier today. And yes, if only the printer had an easier mounting system. Well, it's not so much that it doesn't have an easy mounting system, it's the tolerances for these holes is not quite... Like, the holes are just slightly smaller than they need to be. So I'm trying to clean them up a little bit. Alright, before we put the springs in, let's check that. Nope. I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path with this. We'll just do it quickly. There's no way that this can go poorly, can it?
This post-hangover feeling is euphoric, addictive and metaphoric, hopeful and introspective, comforting and recollective. I live with mild anxiety, and I've learned to ride it. Regrets and insecurity.
Oh, 28 tolerances for shite. Yeah. Not surprised.
This post-war stimulation might be generic.
We will try this again.
However do we come to these conclusions? Difference is sustained by perseverance and seclusion. And I may be, as we
There we go.
still evolving. Good points and bad points stuck in a revolving doors revolving. What makes me think in any way that I would be involved in the choice making of blind forces that are moving me along, that are moving me along, that are moving me
All right, and the bed is in place.
that are moving me along, that are moving me along, that are moving me along.
Don't want to go too tight on this. But Wolfen, how are you doing today? How are you this wonderful New Year's Day?
Just an anger that is passively benign, waiting for a small spark to ignite. I live with mild anxiety, a loathing of propriety, a guilt that can't be shaken, though it's based on allegations that are
All right, which way do I need to tighten this? I do need to tighten this.
society. False perceptions doctored by society.
Good, tired, need more tea. I'm doing good. I am not as tired as I thought I would be, because we did stay up late last night. Crafty and I did stay up a little bit late.
Points stuck in a revolving doors revolving. What makes me think in any way that I would be involved in the choice
I hope I just didn't cross-thread that.
forces that are moving me along.
Doesn't feel like I did. Alright. Trying to get this next one started.
As we speak, still evolving. Good points and bad points stuck in a revolving doors revolving. What makes me think in any way that I would be involved in
Come
the
on.
choice making of blind forces that are moving me along? I may be, as we speak, still evolving.
One thing I hate about 3D printers is getting the bed adjustment knobs started. Ugh. It's always a pain in the ass. All right. Let's try that again. There we go. And what I'm going to actually do here is we're going to move this to the side. I need to get access to the bottom of this, so what we're going to do, one, I'm going to run these out, but I'm going to manually turn the Z screw here to raise up the bed pretty much all the way up. All right. That's garbage. These need to get put somewhere safe. Uh-huh. What was that, Wolfen? What were you going to say? Share with the class. So, I don't lose any more stuff, but I need to take the wires and route them in a way that makes the most sense. And I think they're coming like right out of the center, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do a huge bend or a quick bend, especially by fiddling with the bottom and raising the bed. I don't want to do a sharp bend. Oh, no. Dang it. There we go. All right. These can all come out here. And then they need to go down this way. Because I don't know, you can see it here, but there is a channel that I can feed the wires through. Right here. Which then goes up into this cable chain, because that's our next step. Okay. Did we have, yes. Zip ties. Lovely, lovely zip ties. I think I'm just gonna need 2. All right. I'm gonna cheese here. Am I done yet? How about now? Nope. I've spent, I think, a grand total of about, let's see, 4 hours the first time, another 4 hours. I've spent maybe about 12 hours on this so far. And then this needs to go up into there. All right, let's get these situated in the cable chain first. As long as I'm having fun, yep. I do find it fun and interesting. I am a tinkerer, and this is definitely the sort of thing that I enjoy. There's one zip tie. Get this other one. Come on, start threading. I don't know how well you can see it, folks, but there is actually a tiny little channel that has been designed into these to hold. I put the zip tie in backwards. To hold a zip tie. And that's just sort of the thing you can't do with normal subtractive manufacturing techniques like milling or even casting. Even casting metals, you can't do that. Makes 3D printing one of the neater manufacturing techniques out there. All right, you go up there. All right. Yeah, you're just gonna sit like that. All right, there's that one. Let's tighten this one up. And then I can trim these zip ties. It's not blown up, so it's going good. Yes, that is true. One variation 3D printing, I can't wait to see you develop practically is the cement stuff. Yeah. Like the 3D printed houses and things. Alright. Alright, that's good. Let's go into my recycle bin. Alright, next step. Cable chain. Where did we put the cable chain? There it is. And some extra pieces. Save those linear rail bumpers. Don't know when I'll need them next. All right. Okay. Now I get to feed this stuff through this cable chain to route it out and down the bottom. I don't need all of these pieces, I don't think. Let's get this routed. I'm gonna have to do the thermistor wire first, because once I get that in there, I'm not gonna be able to get anything else through there. Really? Hmm. And that cable chain is tight. Now, you know what I'm gonna have to do? So I'm gonna have to very carefully take this apart. And put it back together on the other end. There's one. Come on. I also don't want to do too much damage to this part. There we go. I'm gonna have to be real careful on that. Alright, so, but that will let us do this. Feed that through. Do you mind? I'm gonna go through the trouble of putting you through this. The least you could do is behave, wires. There's a little heat shrink label that I'm trying to get unstuck here. There we go. Alright, now I need my X-Acto knife again. Because because I need to take the pins that I pressed down and I need to pop them back up. Carefully. That should be good. Click. And click. Nice and tight. Good. All right. Now for the bed power wires. Bed thermistor, you're not supposed to go back up there. Stamped. A little bit more play if I do this. A little bit more room, wiggle room. All right. The other thing I'm trying to keep it from doing is the bed heater wire keeps going in between the thermistor wires. I'm trying to prevent that. There we go. No, it did the same thing. There we go. There's one. And let's get the second one through here. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. All right. So now, take these, and I bump the camera. Pop those through there. This goes up. Pop it into place. Like so. And then these all get fed down here through this hole. Let's do that thermistor wire first. And move it out of the way. Shove the rest of these through here. I don't know how much Z travel I'm gonna have. Really don't. So I'm actually wondering if I should put this other link back in. I think I will.
all the pain that others felt. It used to make me feel alive as well. I used to want to be close to someone. Relationship is hard, too near, too real, too much it is too hard, too near, too real, too much it is too hard, too near, too real, too much it is too hard, too near, too real, too much for me.
All right. That pops into place. All right. Feed this through. Yeah, having a little bit of extra wiggle room is always good. Bingo. All right. All right, that's that step. All right, end stops and rear panel. Okay, so this next part is going to take soldering. Unless that part's already been done. What do we got here? End stop cable kit. Bowden tube. Fans, fan blowers. Here's the heater cartridge and heat sink. And a Raspberry Pi. What else we got in here? End stops with cables. Okay, good. So I don't have to actually do that. Don't actually have to do any soldering. Not that I mind, but it would be nice. Right, it's not detonated yet, so yes, carry on with the good work. How close is my printer to being done? Looks like it's almost done. To grumble, sorry a tad. I bought a Prusa Mark III, but the fiddliness of that kit and still not being able to get it working well has just turned me off kits for now. Yeah, like I said earlier, Ugly Stoat, I got this as a... I won this in a giveaway, so I really can't complain too much. We're about 90% done through my print. Alright, so end stop switches for X and Y. Alright, that's an X, that's the X end stop, that's already been prepped. This is the Z end stop. And then this is the Y end stop. Okay. So the Z end stop. There are two end stop switches for X and Y. End stops are wired in the normally closed configuration. On microswitches, there are two outer terminals and indicated by C and NC. These are indicated by number. Nope, there we go. C and normally closed. Okay. So that's the Y end stop. Here's the X end stop. Yeah, what I'm talking about, I don't know how well you can see it. There's no focus on this thing. But the two outer terminals. And then here's our Z end stop. Alright, so let's do the end X and Y, okay. So the X, where's the X end stop? This is the X end stop? Yes. We need those M2 by self-tapping. Alright. And that will go like that. Based on the orientation, yeah. Okay, so where's my... Micro switches get micro stitches, yeah. Alright. And I will get the water. Alright. But yeah, we're making good progress, folks. We're onto the electronics. We're starting to get into the electronics. Everyone in my chat is blue. This confuses me. Alright, so this is the orientation. Do I need one or two? Okay, that's that. The Y end stop. There's only one place to mount it. And that gets switched with the switch in the upper position. Of course. Alright, let's try and get this mounted, or at least somewhat in position. There we go. Tighten that down. Go. All right. That does not trigger. The other thing is I realize this is now out of square. Well, that means we try to loosen that, and loosen this one. Then I got to get access to this. All right, I think I got that fixed. Yeah, I think I got that fixed. All right. Cool. All right. Now we got to set this. This is the X end stop. Depth setter. Gonna have to go almost all the way in. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, hard on my fingers. The Z end stop. Where does that get attached? Where does the Z end stop get mounted? All right, I don't know. Is there a part that I need? What did I just drop? Yeah, that's going to be a necessary part. Z end stop mount. Okay. So what does it look like? The Z end stop mount looks like that. There's our Z end stop mount. So before we mount this on to frame, let's go ahead and mount the switch. And that needs to be mounted like so, like this. Hey, my print's done. Soap? I don't understand what you mean by the soap, Batman. Ink. Yeah. Oh, you dropped the soap. Huh. I asked what did I drop? I replied the soap. Ah! Ah ha ha ha. Okay. That is there. Oh, that's what that switch is. Oh, okay. That's what that is. There is a bolt that we put in an earlier step. It's an adjustment. The ZN stop. Okay, so that's that. I need now M3 by 10s. M3 by 10s. Then with N3 nuts. Ooh, it's going to be fun to get those into position. What we're going to do is we are going to fasten the nuts and slide the whole thing into place, then tighten them down. I've seen that that works a little bit better. At least that seems to work better. Okay. This needs to be mounted 2 millimeters, it says. Two millimeters from the top of the extrusion. So what we're going to do is on my handy dandy calipers here, I'm going to set it for 2 millimeters. Too far. All right, that's 100th. There we go. Lock that in place. Then move this into position. Tighten down the screw. There, that one's tight. We get to that other one. How do I get to this other one? Very carefully, it seems. And all right, that part's done. Flip printer, backside. Lining the preloaded nuts is easier if you don't have to fight gravity. Okay. So let's see. Here's the rear panel. Gotta go find it. And I'm gonna guess this is the rear panel. That's what it looks like. Orientation wise. Okay, let's get this. Let's get this paper off. Just tearing it. Or if getting that off with a razor would be easier. Definitely easier to get started. But this paper keeps tearing. Stuff is not coming off easily. You can grab some food, catch you later. You take care. You take care, Wolfen. I will actually be finishing up here shortly, too. I'm getting a little hungry, and I need to help Crafty with dinner. I think this is going to be the last piece that we do for today.
We do the doing, make with the walking, upright and talking. I am stimulated. We do the doing, make with the walking, upright and talking. I am stimulated. We do the doing, make with the walking. We do the do way. 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 We do the do way.
All right, got that side done. Now we got this side. I'm gonna try and get this all in one piece. Alright, and let's see if we can get this all in one piece. Nice. All in one piece. Alright, so this says now here does it looks like the notch goes, so it goes like this. That's what it looks like. Okay. Ooh. Okay, 6 nuts. There's a notch for the Z end stop wires.
She is very trustworthy, and she has a lot of spare time.
Okay, I don't know where it wants me to put. Alright, these all get to come out now.
It's got nothing to do with who you are. Who you are. Who you are.
See, there's an extra 2 nuts in each slot here. That is for the Bowden extruder, or the Bowden, yeah, for the extruder, you're setting it up in a Bowden setup. So I don't know where it wants me to put those. I don't know if I'm going to do Bowden on this or direct and direct. Yeah, the print head, it shows the print head having a direct drive. So, yeah, I guess we didn't need those extra nuts. There's like way too many nuts in here. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll drop them out the bottom then if I don't need them. Are these 6mm? They are. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. All right. So there's 3 per. Guess I had 2 extra nuts per side. I cannot get those out. Interesting. Yeah, those are. I guess those are in there now. Good. Okay. Z end stop wires. I don't really think they need to be. They don't need to go through that notch, I think. All right, I need to look down here. Line these up. One's in position. Just lining up all these screws. So I can start putting them in. Where's mine? Go. Wasn't quite lined up. Let's that and drop that in. There we go. All right. I don't know if this needs an extra nut in here or not. I'm just soft tightening these. I'm not tightening them down. I'm just going until they stop turning. Okay. There we go. All right, let's tighten that down. All right. So we got quite a bit further, folks. Quite a bit further. I am pleased. And please, let me do a little bit of cleanup. Putting stuff away. Always a good idea. I have, what are these? These are M3x6s. Okay, M3x6s are put away. We have our back panel on. So, yeah, we did some good progress. Definitely good progress here. Go ahead and turn off my soldering iron. Next, we will be working on putting together the hot end and the extruder. So that's going to be awesome. Cannot wait until we get that taken care of. Okay, so from here, from here, let's see, we're gonna route that way, just up and over. I don't think it needs to go through that notch. I could be wrong. Maybe it does need to go through that notch. Trying to figure out where origin is on this thing. Alright, and there's our little flexible build plate. We don't need both of these. But we'll leave that like that. Alright, thank you everybody for coming by tonight and for spending the afternoon with me. Put stuff away so I don't lose it. Alright. We're not going to raid anybody today, because it's a Sunday, and the person I want to raid isn't streaming yet. But I want to thank you all for coming by tonight. It's been super awesome. Hope you had fun. I know I did. We're getting further. We're almost done. And maybe 1 or 2 more streams, and this thing will be done. We'll be able to run it on its first inaugural print. All right. But thank you again, everybody. I will be back tomorrow with our usual Monday Night Madness. There we go. I will be back with our usual Monday Night Madness, which is myself and a couple of friends playing multiplayer games, usually, and shooting the shit and kvetching, for lack of a better term. So if that's something that intrigues you, feel free to come by and give us a watch. Crafty Fox, my partner in streaming and partner in real life, will also be streaming tomorrow. I believe that she will be tomorrow. No. Thank you for the follow, but no, you're not getting anything like that. Goodbye. Thank you for the follow count, though. Anyway, so yes, Crafty Fox will be back on the Adventure Network tomorrow morning, twitch.tv/The Adventure Network. And she will be back, I don't know what she's planning on crafting, probably doing more of her blanket that she is working on. Alright, so if that is something that intrigued you, feel free to drop on by and say hi. But until next time, folks, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and stay safe out there. We'll see you again soon.